Say hello. Jesus Christ.
What we doing? What are we talking about today, Jose?
Okay, this one, although I started the podcast before the podcast with a little bit of energy, this might depress you a little bit. So we're going to talk about Johnny Depp. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure I saw a video on it, on basically the leaked conversation between him and Amber Rose, his wife. But I don't think we have.
Her name is Amber Rose.
I thought it was Amber Rose.
No, Amber Rose is a completely different person.
It's bullshit. No, because I googled it. Amber Rose is the bald. There's the. Well, hold up. There's the.
Amber Rose one. Is the bald one.
But there's another OnlyFans girl.
You talking about his ex-wife?
Yeah, I'm talking about his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's not Amber Rose.
Yeah, it's right here, bro. What do you mean?
That's not.
I was right. I was right.
You're wrong.
It's right here.
Amber Heard.
What are you talking about? I said Amber Heard. What are you talking about? Wanda tape. I'm kidding. Anyways, but literally when I logged into my computer and I started picking up my topics, a video came up of the court session of basically the leaked videos and stuff like that, literally an hour ago. So this is, I would say, breaking news, I guess.
Yeah, breaking news.
Let me see. It's not you who we want, it's you who we want. So I'm gonna show basically this video on YouTube. We're gonna cut in between just because they have a better, summary of it all instead of just reading paragraph by paragraph.
Punch you. I did not deck you.
That is Amber yelling at Johnny, the verbal altercation after a physical one between the two.
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. You're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're baby.
The audio of the undated brawl played in court.
Pause real quick.
He revealed new.
Because I don't want to get tired of break claims again, just in case. YouTube be kind. Now,
I also have images of what they're talking about.
Let's go. Continue. Let's go. I'm worried about getting tired.
But any thoughts first of all? It gets worse. It gets a lot worse.
Let's get it all out.
Okay.
Claims from another incident where his finger was famously severed.
I was looking directly at my bones sticking out.
For the first time, Johnny on the record, alleging his wife threw not one, but 2 bottles of vodka at him after an argument in 2015.
Pause it.
She threw the large.
Here, and actually, just while we kill time, this is the picture of his broken fingers. Don't worry, it's
chipped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This whole thing, you'll see that it's actually in the movie while he was filming the Pirates of the Caribbean. He has his finger covered. It's because of that. If you go to the New York Post, you will see an image of what she left for him. I already passed it, but I don't want to show it. But
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. But for people that are listening, and you guys don't want to see the images, there's a claim that either Amber or her friend defecated on his bed.
Yeah. Amber claimed it was her dog. By the way, she claimed it was her dog, but he said, I know they're literally like small ass little puppies. I don't know what breed they are, but they're extremely small. And he's like, I know them dogs. I know they would never do that. But again, the video is almost over.
Yeah, hold on. Before we continue, I've heard of I've heard of relationships where people get off on breaking the person they're with just to see how far they can break them before they want to leave, but how far can they push it where the person won't run back to them? Ever heard of that before?
Like Will Smith?
No, but no. But there was a podcast. Have you ever listened to the Lex Friedman podcast?
No.
Yeah, he's an amazing podcaster. Literally amazing. Like he has to be like like top 3 podcasters. If there's a podcast I'd recommend to you, Lex Friedman. Definitely, if you want to hear any interesting conversations with anyone, like he did one with Mark Zuckerberg, I thought was pretty good. But he did one with someone that was a cyber criminal. But that's I'm getting to the point. So the cyber criminal was talking about that that his life of crime didn't really start. Like it started later, like he was a teenager and whatnot. But it really started because of his mother, because his mother was married to his father, and the mother would cheat on him in front of his face, like bring men over and have sex with them in the same bed they was laying in, and then leave. Tell the dad that she didn't love him. Oh, mute himself. Okay, continue the story. She would tell the dad that they didn't love them or whatever, and then when the guy would leave, she would get drunk. She would get drunk and try to pretend like she was gonna hurt herself.
Okay.
She would get drunk and pretend like she was gonna hurt herself. So he would come back to her, and he would always come back. She would always rope him back right back in, and to a point where he finally left. He left, but he went to a different state, and she really they all left to a different state. She abandoned him and left him over there. But that was the only way he got rid of her, because after that he stayed there and got remarried and everything. And when she found out he got remarried, she almost killed herself off of it.
Basically, people like take joy. I don't think this is about that though. I think that there's just some, that there are females who, I mean, this is common. A female that, right? Because one of the things that she says in the video, in the audio, is that she says, you're a man. You're supposed to handle it. You're supposed to take it. I'm just a little girl. I'm just 5'2" or 5'4". How can I ever hurt you? How can my punch ever do damage to you? And I've heard this multiple times from other women. Like you have seen it, like a woman that's clearly incapable of really hurting a man, or a woman
I've been a part of shit like that. I've been in a relationship where but this is what I mean. Whereas like I've been in a relationship where an ex of mine would constantly like punch me or prod me or whatever, and it came to the point. I remember one day she had punched me hard enough to get a reaction out of me that I grabbed her body so that she wouldn't keep on or whatever. But she would just try to keep on, and I just pushed her right to get away from me. It wasn't a hard push. She claims like I pushed her all the force in the world, and she swore to God I'll still her. But it was like a relax, and I went like this, not like it was like quick.
She was not expecting that.
She tripped over herself and ass hit the grass, and then she started crying, and then it basically came to a point where she admitted, well, maybe I want you to hit me back. I was like, yeah, it's time for me to let's continue with Amber Tyson. Go ahead.
And she tried to blame it on the dog. Before I could not agree with her. I lived with those dogs. I picked up their fun. It was not the dogs.
Johnny took the stand for a second day and immediately took on his ex-wife.
She's a need for conflict. She's a need for violence. It erupts out of nowhere. And Miss Hood could very easily drink 2 bottles of wine a night, but not at all.
He testified Amber targeted him physically,
Throwing the TV remote at my head,
and verbally.
telling me what a bad father I was, and that I had no idea how to parent. It's to slice you up. It's to bring you down. It's to demean you.
He testified that Amber's actions made him more likely to use drugs, like he had begun to do when he was 11, amid abuse from his mom.
You start to slowly realize that you are in a relationship with your mother, in a sense.
And he made these stunning claims.
Ms. Hurt had spoken of suicide on a couple of occasions. Many times when I would try to leave, she would stop me at the elevator with the security guards crying, screaming, I can't live without you. I'm gonna die.
So why did you stay with Ms. Hurt given this type of behavior?
I suppose because my father stayed.
Amber joined once.
Good point.
You're real.
Because if you pay attention to the statistics, like 7 or 8 out of divorces are filed by women. Men don't leave.
No. What I mean is, it's real that in a sense that when you're dealing with some type of trauma in your life, some type of abandonment or whatever, you look for the thing that traumatizes you and the person that you end up with. Yeah, it's true. It's happened to me. I've seen it happen to plenty of men. It's like those things do happen, and it's like, but you don't realize it. You don't really ever realize it until you're out. Like you see it. There's like a voice in the back of your head. It's screaming at you, bro. This is fucked up. Though. Don't do this. Hey, man. You know, whatever. But you kind of just don't really pay attention to it.
To finish my point, like usually men don't leave relationships. Usually men take it, and they try to work it out as much as possible. Will Smith, you know, they try to work it out. Even the woman is a witch, they try to work it out, even though they probably know they should leave. You know, and just look at what happened to Johnny Depp. He got kicked out of a movie, Fantastic Beasts, the third one.
Yeah.
And she kept her role in her movie.
And Aquaman.
In Aquaman, she kept her role, and all the blame went to the men. If I were to be in a relationship and I were to, let's just say, because this is. Let me handle my thoughts. No, I think I'm all over the place a little bit. The weapon of a woman is usually her words. That's her poison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People don't see words. So people do not see the abuse that maybe he went through for 3 years, but they see the snap, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm in a relationship for 4 years and for 3 of those years, I went through hell, right? I was abused, hit, everything. The moment I slap, no one is going to see me as a victim because I cannot prove that I'm a victim. How, at that point, it's going to be her word versus mine. And I know that feeling of knowing how this person treated you, and you literally cannot tell nobody because this person did her best to not act that way in front of other people. She kept it quiet between you and her. But the moment you snap, everybody sees it. There's evidence that you snap, and nobody sees you as a victim.
Let's finish up the video.
Yeah, the video's finished.
Okay.
The video's finished. Just evidence and stuff.
I don't know, man.
Like, and this pains me a little bit. This word right here that she said right here. She called them a baby, and that bothers me for this one reason and one reason only. There was a time where someone told me, it's been like 2 years of me going through just keeping a lot in and trying to handle stuff at the best of my abilities. Mm-hmm. And there was a time where someone said, well, you are and I know that you know how to finish my sentence. I was talking to her and I was telling her, yeah, but it's been 2 years. I just can't handle it. Yeah, but you can finish that sentence. You are a what?
Man.
You're a man. And I finished that sentence for her immediately. I was like, you're a man. I'm supposed to suck it up. That's what you're trying to say. Oh, no, I didn't mean it. No. You were about to finish that sentence, but you stopped yourself. Right? So with Amber Heard, those comments about, but you're a man, right? You can take my punches, right? All that stuff annoys the hell out of me. And the way society views it, because this man's whole career was tarnished, was through the mud, but thrown through the mud, complete garbage, questioned him left or right. And now that evidence came out, I think about 6 months ago. I talked about the leaked audio thing. Nobody cared until now. Maybe they're there now, maybe, but whatever. It's annoying.
I know. I hear what you're saying. All right. I think my best response to that is this, right? It's like for men, like, I'll start with men because I think men should hear this a lot more often. Taking it isn't manly, right? Solving the problem, I believe, is manly. If people, me and you are good examples. If people or men such as ourselves started taking red flags seriously, a lot of the issues that we dealt with later on after viewing those red flags wouldn't have happened. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Right. So I see a lot of men are making decisions not rationally, which is hard to do, especially in relationships. It's really hard to make a rational decision when you're already in the mindset of thinking for not just yourself anymore. You're thinking for another person as well. But sometimes you have to make decisions that will lead to the best outcome for yourself. Because I'm a firm believer in when you're in a relationship, you should not become a blob like one big blob of each other. I think you should stay yourself, and they should stay themselves. And then there's nothing. There's also an extra part of you that's together. But the person that is you must stay, and it must be functional. And the person that is dumb must stay and must be functional for the relationship to work in the first place. If the function of yourself or the other person stops functioning in the way it should be, then the relationship is going to fail regardless.
I did not punch you. I am sorry I did not hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I did not punch you. I'm sorry I did not hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. Okay, baby, you're not punched, but I was hitting you. You know, it's I know it's the hell out of me. It's like I'm not slapping you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not harming you, but I'm stabbing you. I'm not harming you, but I'm stabbing you. Whatever.
I'm not cutting you, but I'm stabbing you.
Yeah, like come on.
I didn't slice you. I stabbed you.
Did I shoot you or that bullet hit you? Like come on.
You know, that's really that's really what it is. I don't know, man. You know, I mean, I hope Johnny gets everything he deserves. I hope Amber Heard gets everything she deserves.
I hope she gets fired from the damn job, and I hope that Johnny gets his freaking career back if he still wants it. Because if it was the other way around, like look how much damage an accusation did, and look how much he has to do.
Well, to prove and in fairness, and this is not a thing for Amber Heard, but it's something that, you know, I think some people need to take into account, because I feel like people say like the accusation thing is just it's so powerful, it's so this and so that. Here's what I will say.
He was in a feminist march, by the way.
No, but hold on, okay, and I hear you, but you are a very individualistic thinking person, right? Now let's say you're in a business or a company or whatever, right? And your co-owner is accused of the R word, right? He's accused of the R word, and your customers are like, well, we don't feel comfortable coming here because he owns this place. Now it's up to you, like, hey, if he continues owning this place, we go out of business. If I make him sell it, I can still make this business flow, right? I feel like a lot of these decisions aren't a personal decision that people are making. They're making it based off of like financial decisions. It's like you can't sell Harry Potter to people, and people think the main evil guy inside the whole Harry Potter is a woman abuser. And that's what I'm saying. I understand that. It sucks. It sucks.
I understand why they will keep her on for the Aquaman movie, and they will take away Johnny Depp for obviously financial reasons, right? You don't want a potential woman abuser as the head of. I get that part.
Basically, the face of the franchise.
But again, I'm saying, look how much damage an accusation can do to a man. A woman can accuse a man, and her career can continue like nothing happened, right? Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, although I'll say this is something that I learned from the lead attorney. He's basically a 20-year divorce attorney. He talks about it. There's actually a reason why prosecutors do not hold kind of women accountable. So the reason he gave was because they do not want a situation where a woman doesn't want to speak out because she's afraid of consequences if her claim is not concise or is solid enough, right? Because when it comes to court, it's not what happened, it's what you can prove, right? So if something, let's just say that something were to happen to a woman and she can't prove it, then her accuser can then follow up with a counter lawsuit and hit her, although that, you know, she wasn't able to prove it. Although it did happen, but she wasn't able to prove it, right? So that was the reason that he gave me, which I was like, okay, fair, I get it, but
isn't that happening with men already, though?
What do you mean?
Like people who get, like men who get abused, they don't want to speak up because they're never gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't go to court and win.
Yeah, so the lawyer's argument is silly. It's silly because what it sounds like he's suggesting is that since
Well, it's not his argument. That's the law.
Well, his point of view is
Not his
that
point of view. That's the law.
the law is what?
That is the position that prosecutors hold. That is the reason why they do not do that to females. They don't want.
That's not law.
Well, I don't know what the law, but I know it's not his opinion. He's just said
they set precedent behind it. There's a precedent behind it, but that's not law.
But either way, that's his reason. Well, that's the reasoning of.
Yeah, the reasoning is flawed.
Why is it flawed?
Because the reasoning is flawed because they're worried about the fear of a woman, right? But they'll disregard the fear of a man doing the exact same thing. Which is flawed. So I agree with you. It's unfair. It's an unfair system. I understand why he does what he does.
Let me make something clear. The lead attorney doesn't agree with it. He just gave the reasoning to why the things are the way they are. Right? He was not like, oh, I agree. 100%.
So it's okay. So it's not his reasoning.
No, he was
okay.
I can. Yeah. It was just
Okay, but the reasoning is flawed. I definitely believe there needs to be avenues. There needs to be avenues of counterattacking this kind of thing.
I agree with you.
Yeah, man. But this is Lidat. This has been Amber Heard, or Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Johnny, hope you get everything you deserve. Amber, I hope you get everything you deserve. I hope forget it. I can't say that. Like, subscribe, share. We did Jada Piggy yesterday. I think we're going through a trend about shitty women. I think we're trending. We're just talking about shitty women on here. Like, subscribe, share.
Like some horns coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I thought about it, but let me tell you something. I don't know what it's like to date a man, so I don't know that perspective. All right.
Good point.
I'm a man. I date females. So you have a problem with it? Make a YouTube channel like we all did. Pop up a Zoom, is free, and you give your opinions of shitty men. Go ahead, but that's not my job.
We definitely we need to get a female on this podcast, bro. We do.
Oh, I'm gonna put a suit on and I'll be like, all right, let's talk about the rest.
No, that's Kevin Sanders.
Let me tell you something, woman. All right.
No. All right. Peace out. We gotta keep going, bro. We gotta keep running.